Luke from the FB Southern Girl YouTube channel. Tonight I'll be sleeping in a duck blind, catching things on fire. Oh god. Ooh. And getting the police called on me because they think that I'm dead.
This is Officer Ruffner with the Maryland Natural Resources Police.
I get it. I understand.
Was it worth it?
We'll find out. We're gonna find out. I've got another really bad idea. It is one of the coldest days of the year, and we're supposed to get a blizzard tonight into tomorrow. So, logically, I think I'm gonna go spend the night in an offshore duck blind, which is basically a plywood box covered on 3 sides in the middle of the bay.
Because that's what normal people do.
Yeah. Problem with the duck blind is that you can't, it's not really a good structure. Just kind of is a 3-sided box. So I kind of have to I think I got to kind of construct some kind of tent or something inside if I have any chance of being warm at all. I have some ideas on how to do it, but I think it's gonna suck.
I'm not jealous.
Lindsay's not coming. She's just here to, I don't even know why.
Moral support.
Yeah. My other big issue is that my boat is in pretty hard shape, my aluminum boat that I need to get there. And the trailer's in even worse shape, so I gotta try to swap trailers with this one and the other one that the boat is on currently, hopefully so I can have one to make it down the road. Also, my boat has a pretty bad leak in it. It's got a rivet that fell out. I definitely can't leave that boat overnight. It will sink. It'll float for about 6 hours with that hole in it. I got that rivet gun at Ace. I'm gonna try to throw a new rivet in there. Hopefully it doesn't sink on me overnight. My plan is to launch the boat at a park that's relatively close and run the boat across the river. A couple issues. There's not a lot of water because the tide's been out pretty far. It's pretty typical in the winter. And the other issue is that it's kind of rough and very cold and windy. We're just trying to cross the river is not going to be, I hope it's going to be all right. Wind direction is supposed to change, but right now, currently, it's not awesome. I'm also trying to beat the darkness, you know. It doesn't stay light very long. It'll be dark by 5:30, so I'm trying to get there with a little bit of light so I can at least set up, see what I'm doing, because like I said, I know I'm gonna have to build a shelter inside of this thing because it's not made for living in. You know, it's barely made to stand in and hunt ducks out of. I'm gonna bring my gun and everything. Tomorrow, some buddies of mine are supposed to meet me at the duck blind, and we're supposed to hunt ducks a little bit in the morning. We will see how I'm feeling. I imagine it's gonna be kind of a miserable night. I'm not sure. So we'll see how much duck hunting I do in the morning. That's the goal, at least. That's the idea. The other issue is I gotta get home tomorrow. So after I'm done, I have to run the boat back to wherever I am. And it's probably a very cold, wet ride though, and rough ride, in a boat that's already not in very good shape. I don't recommend doing the things that I'm talking about, by the way. I mean, I'm a very experienced waterman, but it's definitely more risk than you should take on, I would say. The wind doesn't look too bad here right now. It's pretty calm out. Problem is tomorrow when I gotta head home, it's gonna switch and blow northeast, which is very bad for where I would have to get home. Would be borderline undoable. The water is extremely cold, and if you fall in, you will go hypothermic and die. I mean, it happens every year to a couple guys, so I'm not really trying to be a statistic. That right there is the problem. There's the rivet. As you can see, this boat has seen better days. It's not in good shape anymore. Well, benefit of the ice is that I don't need anybody to hold the boat. It won't go anywhere. All right, it's on there. Not the best job ever. The trailer's a little bit short, but should be fine. Riley's in here working on stringers for the Desperado. He's gonna be sad though, because I need that. All right, boat is loaded up, ready to launch at the ramp that's full of ice. Here we go. Going to the blind. I'm sleeping in it tonight.
You're sleeping in it?
Yeah.
What? He said I'm sleeping in it.
Just ran into Shane, actually, who's coming to hunt at the blind in the morning, and he says he's putting his boat in because the duck blind apparently does not have a back deck. CJ never mentioned that to me, and I haven't seen it yet this year, so he was putting in right at the same time as me to go fix the blind. So I guess I'm gonna give him a hand with that. And your boat trailer looks like that, probably not a great idea. It's definitely cold. We got the Yamaha, the Chinese Yamaha outboard. Let's see if she starts in the cold. Doesn't appear to be running. Oh, it's all slush here. I don't know why there's a Christmas bow in the boat. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. You Chinese piece of junk. Look at all the ice. We're off. Water's already freezing in the bilge of the boat. It's very cold. I wish I had my gloves. They're in my bag somewhere. I do have this inflatable life jacket just in case I do fall over. You'll go hypothermic and die before you can swim to shore, I promise, in this. So definitely a good time to be wearing that. So this is one of those Yamaha outboards from Temu, like the ones you see advertised for like 900 bucks. In another video, I bought one of these. Ended up being about $1,600, I think. It was like twice the advertised price because of shipping and all that stuff. That's where they get you. But we've tried it, we've tested it. It's been all right, but we've never tried it in this cold of weather. So it didn't like to idle, that's for sure. But we'll see how well she does in really cold stuff. Hopefully she'll run again in the morning. Basically, what this duck blind is a plywood box on pilings. They're not meant to be stayed in, they're meant to be hunted out of. You know, we put the duck decoys out in front and then you stand in the box and shoot the ducks. But I've always kind of wondered what it would be like to just spend the night in the thing out in the middle of the bay. So the thing's probably like 300 or 400 yards offshore. It's not real deep right now, so you can pretty much stand if you were in chest waders around it. But the water's extremely cold. This duck blind's owned by CJ. And I've been hunting out of this duck blind since I was a little kid, but nobody's ever spent the night in it for a very good reason. But I figured, you know what? Hey, we're having a blizzard. This is the perfect time to try it. We may have to get into chest waders to help Shane here. The boat is taking on a little bit of water. Nothing crazy, but no, it's not great.
Yeah.
Here it is. The Plywood Palace.
I'm just gonna try and
lay this board across.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and toenail that end board into the bottom and then just start laying that board across.
Bold choice buying pressure treated. That's assuming that these things are gonna stay around.
You ain't gotta worry about setting an alarm for tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's if I even sleep at all. It's locked and there's no key. I forgot. So you got to jump around the front, but the tide's way out. You may have to get creative, get in here. I bet you could hop off the. I could hop up off the bow of the boat in there.
I can sling this. What's that?
Yeah. Alright, nice. Looks like a duck blind. Looks like a duck blind. Oh, we're in. Oh boy. Alright. We have access. And the new porch. You want to tie your boat up over there and then I'll run you back over to the park? After we get Shane back to the park, we'll start setting up. I'll give you a little tour real quick. Here is the back room, which I'm considering sleeping in here because it's out of the wind, at least for the most part. Here's the kitchen. This is where the stove goes. Up here, usually where you stand, but I also thought about putting up a tent up here. I'm not really sure yet, but we got to get Shane back, and then we can get to getting. Oh boy, sketchy. Now this duck blind is very grandfathered in, they would say, where You kind of can't do stuff like this anymore. Like, CJ's had this duck blind his entire life, but I highly doubt they'd ever let you build another one, so we try to keep it alive. Boat is gaining some water. That's not awesome. I'm hoping I don't have to get up in the middle of the night and bail the boat, but it's possible. It's definitely skinny water. It's very calm right now. It's not very windy, but it's fixing.
Well, let me know if you need anything.
All right. I'll keep an eye on the boat. I'll try to at least as much as I can. I'll be there in the morning. Like I said, I'm planning on hunting some. You know, it all depends on how the night goes, I guess. But so yeah, definitely getting colder. We're done. We're alone now. Obviously, there's no electricity in the duck blind. Hoping my propane heater works. I've been having trouble with it.
There she is. All right, we do have a couple problems. Number one, the boat is taking on a lot more water than I thought. There's a couple inches of water in here, and I don't really have the best bailing, anything really to bail actually. We're gonna hope that I don't have to sacrifice my cooking pot or my pasta container. That may have to happen. Unload some stuff into the blind. People actually just know I'm crazy around here. They're like, of course Luke would be sleeping in a duck blind in a blizzard. Why not? My blanket just fell in the water. That's not good. All right, pretty much unloaded. Gonna get in there, see what we can't figure out for a little bit of a shelter before it gets too dark. Obviously never done this before. Boat looks all right. What you don't want is for the boat to go underneath the duck blind and then the tide to come up. A lot of my worries involve this boat sinking, which is a valid concern at this point. So I kind of have two options here. I can try to set up something here, or I can try to set up something in the back here. The back definitely has more roof, and it's supposed to snow. It's supposed to get a blizzard, so although there's not a lot of room, so we're gonna have to do some figuring out here. Get some lights going because it's gonna get hard for you guys to see anything here. But this is it. I think it's like 16 feet long and probably 8 feet wide. It's not very big. Very sharp knife. Alright, we got this blue tarp. I'm kind of thinking like a tent, traditional tent kind of thing. I can screw it in and then kind of see what we can figure out from there. I don't know where I'm going with this. If it's even going to work, but we might be kind of getting somewhere a little bit. I got this set up. I'm going to pull this stuff through, and then I wish I just had some clamps. Just going to pull it through and maybe pin it to the ground or put these mats over it. Probably don't usually really want to put like holes in your tarp, but it is what it is at this point. Alright, let's go take a look. It's not too bad. Looks like a homeless shelter, but technically I am homeless tonight, so it kind of looks like what it's supposed to, I guess. I probably should have swept it out in there. Oops. That's what we're rocking with. Put this blanket over it too. That'll help keep a lot of the heat in. Alright. Oh, I should have swept this out first. I did not think that through, I will admit. Good thing about an offshore blind is that there's not really, like mice and things like that aren't really a problem, typically. It's a shelter, it's a little claustrophobic. You're trying to wedge this board up in there to hold the tent further apart, but fairly certain it's gonna fall on my head. All right, just made myself a lot more room with the use of that broom, finally something useful. Probably the blanket I should have put over top, but it's so heavy I was afraid it was going to weigh the whole thing down too much. Might need this one for a door. That's not too shabby there. I have this ridiculously large bed pad, because I tell you what, it is really nice. Oh yeah, it's been better fit. It's just like building a pillow fort, I guess, when you were a kid, except for feel more like a hobo. We're in, dude, we're good. Snow will be no match. Blow up this little mattress pad. Should be good. All right, we got TP made out of some crab pot rope and tarp. We got the mattress pad in here. We got lantern. We got a big fleece sleeping bag. I think we're good to go. Pillow. And then I'll put that one over there as the door. This will give me a little more shelter in this area than over here because it's supposed to start snowing at like 1 a.m. Don't want to be soaking wet, honestly. That sounds like less than fun to me. I can't believe it's so dark already. It's not even 6 o'clock. It's crazy how dark it gets so early. I was gonna put my propane heater in here, but honestly, I have not played with these enough. I'm honestly a little afraid of asphyxiating. I mean, I just don't know how much ventilation you need. And I don't think there's much ventilation in a tarp tent. So I guess we're just gonna try to stay warm with our own heat. Oh, nice. Heater kicked. Oh, sick. You know what I forgot? Any silverware. I don't have a spoon, I don't have a knife, I don't have a fork, I don't have anything. Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh, Lindsay saved me. Lindsay packed some of this stuff. She must have thrown this camping spork in here. Oh, she's awesome. Sweet. That just made my night. I thought for sure I had nothing. I've only caught the duck blind on fire like once doing this before, so hopefully we don't make it twice. Paper towels, didn't bring any of those either. I'm trying to defrost some of my elk burger. I can make a burger or some meat spaghetti or something. Got some bread. I even got a crab cake here if I really wanted it. I'll put that here to defrost a little bit. I thought about using the crab cake, mix it with the pasta and make crab pasta. Maybe I'll make crab pasta and elk burger. Just because we're sleeping in a duck blind in the middle of the freaking water does not mean we have to eat bad necessarily. So we got some pasta, crab seasoning. Well, not really, but my seasoning, Korean seasoning. Get that in the description or wherever. Get it shipped. It's Korean barbecue seasoning. It's pretty good. Look, I still can't even write my name. That's literally like how I sign my name. I never learned to write cursive, but that's how I sign it when people ask me for autograph. I sign it just like that. You ain't no crabber, and then actually that's pretty legible, so. All right, I'm gonna check on the boat and see how badly it's leaking. Uh-oh, what was that? Oh. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. That was on the door hinge. Let's put the GoPro on the barbecue for a minute. There is a mild amount of water in here. Oh no, that's more than a mild amount of water. That's not good. That needs to be dealt with. I may end up having to bail this thing out a couple times throughout the night. This is the old front door off CJ's house. Unfortunately, I have this bucket, but that's honestly kind of hard to bail with, but it may have to be what we need. That, or I may need to sacrifice my my wife's pasta container, which she would be less than thrilled to know. I could bail it with that. I may use the 5-gallon bucket. Stuff's kind of starting to defrost a little bit. Sort of. The meat's kind of cooking by accident, but I ain't working with the best stuff here, you know what I mean? Working with what we got. Well, I may have melted a hole. Well, actually not even a hole. I have melted my wife's pasta container, so I don't know if these pastas being gluten-free makes up for the plastics I just leached into the pasta. This may have just become our new bailing cup. It's very chilly. My newly melted pasta container. Holy crap. All right, great. Well, almost blew myself up. I'm not sure why it's making that noise. Oh no, what's happening? I feel like I had this problem before. Hopefully I'm not cooking on the buddy heater tonight. Maybe there was liquid in the propane. No, please work. Oh, I'm gonna be super sad if I can't eat anything. I'll be ordering Chinese food from CJ's house to get picked up. Telling Lindsay to drive down. Dude, please work. I have a different propane thing. I don't know if this is gonna make the difference or not, but I don't know what else to try. I know the propane tank is full for a fact. It's not coming out. Maybe if I put it next to the thing and heat it up some. Heating up my stove. Like an idiot. I don't know what the heck is wrong with it. Is a little screen plugged up? Oh no, my headlamp's gonna die too. No. Are you kidding me? This is not going well at all. Alright. Try and see if it makes any difference at all. I think we may have fixed it. I think that little thing was plugged. I like sucked the crap out of it and it passed it. It's disgusting. It tastes like propane. It's probably gonna kill me early, but at least I won't die hungry this time. It's like so cold, all my batteries for everything are starting to die. We got the stove working finally, crab cake. Then we'll make some pasta. My goal here is to make crab pasta with red sauce using the crab cake and a cheeseburger out of elk. Whether or not that plan's gonna actually work out, I don't know. No, I ain't no cook. I ain't no Mav outdoors, bro. He's killing it. He can make all kinds of crazy stuff in the bed of his truck. I got a whole duck line here. Hit it with a little bit of that good stuff. With that Korean barbecue seasoning. Let's see, got some cheese right here. Some bread. We'll be eating good, man. I'm excited. Got some Jiffy Pop for dessert. And my favorite blue gummy sharks. I think my mother-in-law got those for me. I think it's still frozen in the center. Really, the thing is the crab cake, all the meat is already cooked. So we're just trying to kind of heat it up. So I'm just gonna kind of like roll it around and char it. After I got that ready, I'll boil the pasta, put the sauce, mix the crab cake into that, and then heat the whole thing up as a whole. Hopefully in the morning, we'll be able to get a couple ducks. Maybe we'll eat a couple ducks that we shoot. Try a little bit of this crab meat. Fell off the cake here. I know these things are good. You guys can get these too. These are the same crab cakes my mom makes. They're also gluten-free, because I can't eat gluten. You can get them frozen, shipped anywhere. This is real Maryland crab meat too. I know because they were very expensive to make. Oh, that's good. Fire up the other side. What do we like to hear? Rocking. It is pretty wild though, in the middle of the water. Pretty shallow, tide's out pretty far. We're just out here in the middle of the water, not connected to anything. Very similar to the crab shanty situation in Tangier. We're gonna take our plastic infused pasta. Still, like, I'm a grown man. I still like never know how much pasta to add to anything. Like to water, I always overestimate usually. Like Lindsay even packed me a wooden spoon. I thought I had nothing. I'm living in luxury now, dude. Got it all. Lindsay even taped the instructions to the side, like, because this is the one from our house. But I melted where it says how long to boil it for, so I'll start with like 8 minutes. Check on the water level in the boat. Certainly not ideal. It is very bad. Fire extinguisher, just in case. It is me cooking after all. Boy, I hope my boat does not sink. That's not good. This makes me feel a little better about cooking. Put that right there, just in case. Oh, shoot. Well, it's defrosted. Check that out. A good meal. I not even need a cheeseburger with that. Spicy crab pasta. Try some of that. Dang, that's so good. All right, I'm gonna attempt to make a burger here. From the elk I got this year. Still a little frozen on the inside. Lovely. didn't bring anything at all. Like no rags, no paper towels. I totally forgot about all that stuff. So I am the rag. Look how good that looks. Pasta, crab meat in it. It's so cold out here. Got an elk burger cooking. It's so delicious. Oh, it's so warm. Also don't have any like salt or pepper. All I have is this Korean barbecue seasoning. So that's what we're having. Some bread here. Start to give a little toasty toast on that. Oh, it's on fire. Never mind. The bread's on fire. The bread is on fire. Ow, it's hot. Maybe we'll do this in a minute. I ain't no cook. Clearly. Eat a little bit of this while I'm waiting. Oh, it's so good. This is hitting the spot right now.
You're making a cheeseburger?
Yeah.
With what?
Elk and cheese and burger.
Oh, nice.
We got Lindsay here. Trying to toast some bread without catching it on fire, because I did catch it on fire a little bit. But,
oh, that's not good.
looks pretty good, actually. A little more seasoning on it. Here's our elk burger. Some cheese stalactites. Warm food when you're so cold is just so good. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was eating so much. A whole giant crab cake, pasta, and this. I'm about ready to go to bed. After I bail the boat out. I don't know if I can make another one in the morning too. Gotta love elk. Colorado elk. Everybody's been giving me a hard time about shooting a little elk, but it tastes really good. Everybody wants to shoot a monster, but can't eat the horns. That's the way I see it. I'm always hunt it for meat. Antlers are a major bonus. But I tell you what, it's gonna take me 1.5 years, probably 2 years for Lindsay and I to eat this elk. So glad to have something hot. I also brought a fishing rod to see if I could catch some breakfast, but I forgot bait. But I do have blue gummy sharks, so maybe I'll try blue gummy sharks. They say catfish will eat like anything, so we may as well. I mean, we got nothing but time, so why not? I brought a minimum amount of fishing gear. I have electric socks too, but I think the batteries died because it's so stinking cold. Here we go. Got my travel rod, shells. Now I know there is catfish out here right now. I've seen people actually catching them, but using shad for bait. But I know people that catch catfish on way weirder stuff. I love these little telescoping fishing rods. They're awesome. Take them anywhere. How big is a blue gummy shark? All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, we could probably throw it on one of these and just chuck it way out there. Very minimal tackle here. I have to just use my sinker as the swivel, because I don't have any swivels. We got blue gummy shark. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, I have seen people catch catfish on way stranger stuff. There we go. There's our blue gummy shark for bait. There's our rig there, our winning rig. I think we're just gonna let that sit all night pretty much. Loosen the drag so we can hear it. And just let that cook and see. Blue gummy sharks, can it catch? I know you could catch me with one of these. You're good. I'm wondering if I would be able to install heat in my little shack here. Maybe the shelter's small enough that like I can be the heat for the shelter. Maybe I'll just try to like heat it up before I go to bed without catching anything on fire. This could be a very bad idea. I don't know. I understand that this is plastic and everything. I should probably go bail my boat. I'm pretty sure it's sinking right now. Oh, my hands are cold. That's better than I was expecting. I'm hoping if I leave the engine down, it will only sink so far until the shaft hits the bottom, and then it won't sink anymore. Hopefully, maybe if we put a little weight up front, we'll also keep it from sinking. Not much weight, but it is what it is. It's actually less water than I was expecting. It is an alarming amount of water, don't get me wrong, but it's not as bad as it could be. It's getting warmer in my little shelter. I don't know that I want that as a permanent fixture though. That seems a little sketchy. It's also a giant hole for the wind to come in. But can't see my breath in here anymore. Not really sure what to do about it. It'd be so nice to have heat, but it'd also be so nice to not die or burn this thing down. I'm fairly certain I would catch this on fire or melt it at least. I don't know. It really does look like what I imagine a homeless shelter looks like. It's kind of nice actually in here. Luckily we don't have any wind right now because that's going to really be the killer. But it is supposed to start picking up throughout the night. I may just have to run the heat until we go to bed and then shut the heat down. Maybe we'll put the fire extinguisher down here too. You know, a little closer to my head, although. You guys can't see anything. I'm having some serious lighting issues. My lantern melted. Dang it. My lantern got too close to the thing. I was trying to get the thing to heat up and it melted it. So everything is either too hot or too cold. I can't seem to figure it out here today, but I'm gonna get ready to go to bed. Headlamp's almost dead. All my batteries are either melted, so I was trying to keep them warm, got them too warm, or they're dead. I not want to melt the rest of my thing here. Many holes in the shelter. This isn't so bad right here though. Our broomstick. It's pretty warm in here right now. I'm gonna let the heater run while I'm awake. Probably turn it off and try to seal the shelter up before I go to bed. Boat is bailed out. Who the heck is calling me? Hello?
How you doing? Can I speak to Mr. McFadden?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Officer Ruffner with the Maryland Natural Resources Police.
How you doing?
Not bad. I just seen that your truck, you had a truck, you're in trailer out here at Fort Smallwood.
Yeah.
So I more just wanted to touch base with you, make sure that everything's all right. Are you out on the water or are you on land somewhere?
I'm in a duck blind right now.
Yeah. You guys just trying to get a quick morning hunting?
Well, I'm shooting a video. Sleeping in a duck blind in a blizzard. So, I'll be honest. So,
I got you.
We're planning on hunting in the morning.
I got you. Hopefully you don't get iced in.
I hope not too. But we'll see. But yeah, hopefully the truck's all right.
Because I don't even know if the park's going to be open or even open tomorrow. But if you're coming in by boat, you'll still be able to get to it.
I'm hoping to come get it early before it gets too bad or anything.
You got enough to stay warm and everything right out there?
Yeah, I'm all good. But I appreciate you checking in.
Yep, not a problem. Be safe out there. That's the only thing.
All right, thank you.
All right, man.
All right, see ya. DNR called me to make sure that I'm not dead. I do appreciate it. I know most of the guys. I do appreciate that they are checking in. I had a feeling that they might be like, there's a truck here with a trailer and nobody's coming to pick it up, so hopefully you're not dead. Appreciate them looking out. I really do. It's sort of hard to explain to the average, normal, sane person that yes, I am sleeping in a duck blind during a blizzard. Why? I don't know. I just was curious. I've always wondered. I've always been like, I wonder what it's like to sleep out there during a blizzard. Survival-esque. He's telling all his buddies, he's like, this guy's an idiot. Yes, I'm well aware I'm an idiot. This boat beating against the duck line could be a little bit of annoying.
Luke here with the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, and welcome to the interior of Alaska.
I ain't no crabber. Luke from the Outdoors Boys YouTube channel's the real man. Getting pretty hot in here, actually. Shut the heat down and hunker down for the night. So there is a little bit of a conundrum here. I don't know how much it's supposed to snow overnight. The park where my truck is closed tomorrow, likely because of the snow. I can get out of the park, but I can't get back in the park. My truck is there. I can only get there by boat now. So I have to boat back to the park. And I have to get my boat out of the water and on the trailer before I leave the park, which could be a problem if the entire boat ramp is covered in snow. I don't want to back my truck down the boat ramp and into the water because of the snow. But I also can't leave the boat at the ramp because it's sinking and it needs to be bailed out. And if the park is closed because of the snow, if I tie up the boat, it will sink. I will not be able to get back in to bail the boat out. Really want to hunt in the morning, but also I'm definitely going to have to get the boat on my trailer before it snows too much. I'm not really sure what to do or how it's gonna go, but I guess we're gonna figure it out in the morning at this point. All right, I think I'm actually gonna do something about the boat banging up against the duck blind. It's incredibly annoying. All right, we got anchor out. Hopefully hold that side of the boat away from the pier so it's not just banging up against the pier all night. Water check, pretty good. All right, I try to get into bed. Hopefully these stay dry. It would really be a bummer. I woke up and these were full of snow, so I mean, should be okay, but when that wind starts blowing, it gets bad. Look at this, a hobo shelter. It's about midnight. I'm getting out to check on the boat and bail it out. I had a nightmare that the boat was totally full of water and sunk, so see what it's like on the real world outside. See if our blue shark has caught anything. Nothing yet. Looks like the snow is just starting to come down. It's not if there's water in the boat, it's how much. Fair amount. All right. The boat definitely had a lot of water in it. It was not sunk, so that's good. It's very, 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 very cold. By getting out, I basically just sacrificed all of my heat. But sunk boat, heat, I don't know. Cold either way. Let's see, it was about, oh no, about every 4 hours, I really have to go bail the boat. So hopefully I can make it the rest of the way through the night. See you guys in another couple hours so I can go bail the boat. 3 a.m. I'm noticing that it is suspiciously quiet. All night I've been able to hear the water lapping on the boat, and now I hear nothing at all. And it's suspicious. I'm gonna go make sure the boat is still there and hopefully not sunk or something. Every time I do this, I lose all my heat. It's becoming a pretty long night. Snowing now, at least. The boat is still here. Do not fall in. Oh, that would suck. That would suck. Falling in really is not an option. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie, my biggest fear right now is trying to get the truck back up the boat ramp. See if our blue gummy shark caught anything. No. Nothing. Although, look at that. The blue gummy shark's all bit up. Look at all those chunks taken out of it. That's crazy. Something was down there eating on it. Maybe a crab was down there eating it. Who'd have thought? Exactly how I thought that would go. I had a feeling it would melt the tarp. I'm getting more and more anxious about trying to get the boat back on the trailer. I'm gonna try to sleep for about 2 more hours. Should be just enough time to have to go bail the boat again. It's about 5 a.m. and I am so cold. I do not want to get up, but I got to. I know this sounds ridiculous, but like my freaking eyelids are cold. I feel like every time I take a deep breath, the cold air is like making me colder. And every time I close my eyes, my eyeballs are cold. I know I'm Asian, so I have a little bit of an advantage there, but I'm still cold. That sucked. That definitely sucked. I can hear it snowing. I can hear the boat again. So I'm gonna put on chest waders because the warmest thing I have at this point. The problem is all my stuff is freezing cold. It's all sitting outside. So I think next time a shelter with heat is a must. Just gotta get up. Oh, it's so cold. Oh, it's so cold. It's like there's a couple spots
where like I'm mildly damp, like sweaty. Now those parts are the coldest parts. Whose idea was this? Bailing the boat and everything was not real fun. Getting up every 3 hours to bail the boat. But nobody to blame but myself for that, because I am the one that owns said piece of junk boat. It's bad when there's still ice inside your shelter. Oh yes. Should have had some of these kicking last night. Don't know why I didn't do that. I got a spare set of socks. I personally always try to wear wool whenever I'm doing anything very cold. And that's because usually, in combination with the cold thing that I'm doing, I'm moving, I'm doing this and that, I'm usually around the water, and wool will keep you warm even if you get wet, whether it be sweat or you fall in the drink, which I've done both. So, wear wool. Support your local sheep. Ah, yes. Nothing like a frozen gummy shark for breakfast. Well, as you can see, it's definitely snowing. Try and get this thing rocking. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Come on, stay working. Not even sure where to start. Warming up, I guess, would be a good place to start. Good luck. Okay, I should probably eat something. Pasta and hamburger left. Oh, feels so good. This thing I'm just gonna like wear around me, I think. I guess I'm gonna go bail the boat. I'm gonna find some gloves though. That is a boat full of water. I hear ducks. Oh, duck. There's some ducks right there. Holy crap. Huh. We're about an hour and a half away from shooting late. Oh boy, you know this routine. Okay. Problem with snow is that it still weighs something. And with a little boat like this, weight matters. Boy, it's coming down. I'm gonna try to pull the spring anchor in. I'm so stinking cold. Oh my God. It was so cold. Just glad to have something warm. I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited to get home and see Lindsay make some popcorn before I gotta put the thing away. It's exploding popcorn. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh shit. Oh my God. That didn't work very well. It's catching on fire is the problem. I guess I got some popcorn. So it's good on popcorn. Oh, almost burned the blind down with popcorn. Not how I expected to do that today. I think popcorn counts as baiting ducks. Never know. I think it depends on the guy. Just trying to get all my stuff broke down and away before they need to get in the bind, because I'm going to have to move my boat. Try and put this tarp over top. Gotta blow away. I don't have anything to tie it down. Drop a comment if one of these things has ever melted a city or waders. Let me know your worst buddy eater story. Let's see if we can go get the boat started. I'm gonna throw this thing in the water sometimes. Turn on. Let's see, will the Chinese Yamabushi start in this cold? Does not appear to be pumping water, I assume because it's frozen, so it may need to warm up. There it goes. Oh, yep, and it's dead. It's pumping water now, it's good.
Dang, takes a lot longer with the soup pot than it does the bucket. I feel like I'm just keeping up with it.
Waiting on shooting light. I don't know if you can see. Way over there, there's a blinking light. Okay. I'm pretty sure that blinking light is snowplow at the park. Really, really, really hoping that they're doing something over there so I can get the boat back on the trailer. At least they know I'm coming back today. Well, the decoys are out. Just waiting on shooting light. Shane, I assume CJ, and I'm not sure who else. I'm sure they're coming. I'm gonna have to move the boat for them in a minute. Let's see what motley crew we got today. The other guys are getting their stuff loaded in the boat, and they're headed down. When they do, I'll go flop the boats around, put mine on the outside of Shane's, get these guys in the blind. Hopefully they appreciate my nice housekeeping. And when I say housekeeping, I mean house. Could live here. Here's a funny thing. There's 4 ducks sitting right behind the duck blind. See ya. They're just sitting there right behind the blind. That's typically how it goes. They'll be sitting there watching you hunt ducks. I feel like they're sitting there cheering you on. They're like, oh, you missed him. Behind him. Shotgun shells. All right, gun we have. Benelli Nova pump 20 gauge. Had this gun a long time. A little kid. It's a good gun. I used it as a paddle. I've dropped it to drink about 100 times. I've used it to break ice, and it's in better shape than most of the guns that sit around. So. Flop the boat around. Oh my gosh. We got the whole town? Holy crap. 20 people. Heat on for us?
He did actually.
A bunch of you get out. I don't know what else to say. No, get out. I'm not gonna move everything. I'm not gonna move anything actually.
So how was it?
It sucked.
Did it?
Yeah, it was cold. I wouldn't recommend it, but I'll probably do it again.
What's up, Hillbilly?
Oh my God, you're here?
Yep.
Oh my God, I don't invite anybody these days.
Just set the grill.
What's up?
Top of the morning. I got a lighter to melt this out.
Just stick it in front of the other, in front of the heater.
Like 6 of them.
What's the crab crate for? Is that for me to stand on?
Hey, get ready. Nice. Blackhead.
Get him, get him.
Collect. Get ready, kill him again.
Shoot him again. Yeah. Go behind.
A little behind. That's a Benelli for you.
I don't think it's your vanilla as much as it is your bilge shells.
Alright. I got one. That's what we call bluebill, blackhead, or a greater Scott. There we go.
Alright, we're leaving, but it's kind of a white out. I know where I'm going, but I can't really see.
You want me to follow you over there?
No, it'll be alright. I got this thing. I can at least get my bearings here. It's got a compass on it and all.
Here with CJ. This is CJ's duck blind. You guys know him, I told you. I'm about to get out of here. They're gonna hang out, but
was it worth it?
We'll find out. We're gonna find out. It's up to you guys if it was worth it. You guys will let me know.
The cold-blooded killer. Long hair Willie himself.
Long hair Willie. Look at him.
He's stacking, putting blood on the table here.
All right, I'm gonna get going and
Hey, have a good trip home.
appreciate it. You can probably watch me disappear off into the white abyss. Thanks for letting me Sleep in the duck blind.
Hey, anytime.
You should have done it, man. You should have done it with me.
Hey, next time.
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, well, we'll see what the RPM is on this video, and if it's any good, then we'll do it again.
Sure, we could dodge the ospreys all summer.
Yeah.
Sure.
Gloves are frozen. See if we can find this duck. Make sure to check CJ's channel out at Miss Paula. As a thank you for go over on one of his videos and drop him a comment. Thank you for letting me stay in the duck blind. That's a duck called an old squall. It's a hen. And boys like shooting hens today. Pretty duck though. Has a long tail. Drakes have big long tails on like a pintail. That's a sea duck. All right, man. See ya. Good luck. See you guys, good luck. Shoot straight. Part of the problem is the boat is leaking worse and worse. It's starting to get bad. That's where we gotta go. Oh, the ice hurts. Having to use my soup pot to bail. The boat's leaking pretty bad now. I don't know if water got in the rivets and then froze and expanded, but it's leaking worse than it was. You ain't got a Yamabishi on the back of your boat that you're having to bail out with a soup pot in a blizzard. You ain't no crabber. Or close. Yeah. I'm so frozen. I can't feel my gloves are like, fingers are frozen in the gloves. All right, hopefully we get the truck down the ramp. Can't even see the cleats on the... Good bit of snow here. Maybe the plow guy will help me out. Maybe not. Boat trailer in the snow. Oh yes. Plowing snow, I think, is the state of Maine's national sport. And everybody's favorite pastime, that and ice fishing, which is just drinking, sitting on a bucket in the middle of a frozen lake. I like it too, it's a lot of fun. I'm a big fan. All right, moment of truth here. Either gonna go real well or real bad. The problem is the boat doesn't really actually fit on this trailer very well at all, so kind of just gotta rock with whatever we can do. See if we can make it up the ramp. I think we're gonna be fine. That's about as good as she's gonna get. The old 60s Alumacraft and the Yamabishi. Oh my gosh, almost ate it. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Yes. I was hoping that gate would open.